Thank you for attending the Smith Mountain Lake Regional Chamber of Commerce Digital Tool Training Session. During this session, you will learn how to update your directory page, how to increase traffic to that directory page, how to post hot deals, press releases, job opportunities, and events. You will also learn how to track your success with these tools. So let's get started. The first thing that you're going to need is your username and password to access your member information center. If you do not have a username and password, contact the Chamber of Commerce directly and they will assist you with this. Once you obtain the username and password, you want to go to visitsmithmountainlake.com, spelled all the way out. Once you're there, across the top here at the Members tab, hover over this and go down to your member login. Enter your username and your password. And once you do this, it's going to take you to your member information center. This is the page where you're going to use all of your tools. One of the most important things that I always tell people is first thing you want to do is make sure that what it says on your directory page will drive people to your own personal website. So you want to click on company information. And right here where it says website information, click on this. This gray area here is the general information about your company, address, the name. That is driven by our site. So this right here, you don't, because you won't be able to change it because it's grayed out. If you click down here, this is where it begins, where you're going to start building the page on your directory. Real quick, I want to show you a really good page that we've got up, Carillion Wellness. And they've got all their logos in there, all the logos in the right place. They've got all their links over here. They've got their map pin. They've got their hours. They've got their social media. And so they've really done a good job with this. So I'm going to show you how you can fill all that information out as well. So back here to your member information center. Those social media networks that you saw on Carillion Wellness, this is where it is driven right here. So if you've got a LinkedIn, a Facebook, a Twitter, an Instagram, make sure that you have those filled in. Very simple. You're going to go ahead and log on, go to those sites, copy the URL off of those, and then copy and paste it right into here. Once you click that and the blue box comes up, that means it's going to show up on your directory page as Carillion Wellness is right there. Okay. So the next thing you want to do is create that content or the description. I always like to tell people they don't, people don't like to read a lot. So you want to make sure that this information is in, short bites, separated, maybe 2-3 sentences, and then your next topic so that people can read it very easily. Okay. A simple matter of just typing it in there. Your search results description right here, it's basically a much shorter summary of what you've just done up here in your web description. Just make sure that it's, I reworded a little bit so you can catch people's attention in just about 2 sentences. Always make sure that you have your hours of operation. Now, I know a lot of you here around the lake, your hours may change from summer to winter. So make sure that you're logging in and changing it here. Because what happens, people come, they're visiting and they're going to our site, they're looking and they're saying, oh, they're open. And then what happens if you're not open and those times posted? Okay. So just make sure that you're going in and changing those. This next section here where it highlights with the bulleted text, this is for an enhanced member. So I'm going to skip this and we will get back to that. Okay. Your keywords. This is super, super important. Think of it just like out on Google when you type in search words and it pulls you up on Google. This is the same exact thing. So not only is this the way that people find you in our directory, this also translates over into Google searches. So I tell everybody, any which way that you can think of that somebody is going to try to find your business, you want to go ahead and type in those search terms right there. Okay. One word, you don't have to put in commas, just one word and spaces. So I'm going to give you an example here. Would be our directory search. Okay. Let's just say I put in retail. Click it in there. And then all of our retail spaces are going to pull up. Okay. Say I type in hair. Okay. It's going to pull up everyone who has hair in their search terms. Okay. So make sure that you fill out those search terms. I even tell people if you have a business that, like maybe typically people spell it wrong, go ahead and spell it wrong in those keyword searches. Nobody else can see them. That's all behind the scenes. So any which way that you can think of somebody's going to find you, put it there. And then you would save your changes. Okay. Now, if you go up here where you're going to, so that's your website information, then your logos. Once you click on your logos, here is where you're going to add those logos. So just like I showed you with Carillion Wellness, they had all their logos in place. There's 3 places that you need to put your logos. You need to put it on the actual header page, then your member logo, and then what comes up in your search results icon. So you want to put it in all 3 places. Super easy. You just click add image. You're going to choose choose a file. Go to your desktop, choose that, hit done, and there you go. Okay, and you would do it in all 3 spaces. Now, going back to, so that's where you're adding your logos. Here again, photos is here. That is for an enhanced membership. So I always kind of point that out because once you get in here, you're going to log on and you're going to go to photos and you're not going to be able to access it. Super easy if you enhance your membership. I'll give you an example here. Carillion Wellness just happens to be an enhanced member. And you can see down here how you have the ability to put in an actual video, and that would be like a translator from a YouTube video. And then all your pictures here, you can have a whole gallery of pictures. So this works very similar to when you post events, but we'll get there in just a minute. So just so that you know, on this navigation over here, that's one of the things that we typically get calls about. So also super important right here for your directory page, your map pin information. When you click on that, this actually translates into Google Maps. So make sure that you have your map pin claimed. How you do that, you definitely want to show it on the organization's directory. Come down here, and if you click on the physical address, then it'll pick from here. Or you can manually set coordinates, but the easiest thing to do right here is just a physical address and it'll automatically populate, okay? Now, if you have a home office where you do not want people to show up at your doorstep, make sure that you do not claim this pin and you do not click it on here. Actually, you just click none and it should turn it off, right? Now, if you scroll on down here, another important part is the point of interest category. You want to claim your category here, okay? So just like when you're driving around and you have your phone on Google Maps and you're looking for something, let's say dining, and then it'll pre-populate all those pins, that's why you want to claim it here. So say that you're into dining, and then it even lets you pick what kind of dining you do. So I would like some Hawaiian Polynesian food today. So anyway, you click both of those, hit save changes, and it will populate to that Google Map pin. Okay. So that is the nuts and bolts of creating your directory page. Now, let's do some other fun stuff. Okay. Go ahead and click your home button. Right here, when in doubt, always go home. Click that little button there, and you'll see across right on here, down on your side panel, you have got SML hot deals, job postings, and you've got events right up here. We're going to start with an SML hot deal. Super easy. Click on there. Now you can also see when you click here, you can see what everybody else is, with all your other members are doing with their hot deals. So you can scroll through theirs. Okay. You want to go add SML hot deal. Okay. This is literally fill in the blanks. Okay. So give it a title. What do you give it a catchy title? Maybe you're having a summer fire sale, whatever. Go ahead and give it a catchy title. You're able to give it a tagline, and then you're going to select your category. Okay, the reason that you're selecting your category, we have some members who might be listed in several different categories. So you might want to, when you click that drop down menu, it will give you the option. Okay. Then here, This works exactly like a Word document. Okay, just type in your text. Okay, you can bold it, you can make it italics, you can change colors. So it works just like a Word document. So you can be as fancy as you like. You can also add links here. Okay, if you want to drive them to directly to your website, you can do that right there. Now, your meta description. This is what is often visible in your search engine results. Okay. So it's just a briefer version of your sale, but that is what catches people's eyes. And you do want that a little bit different than your actual document there. So it'll catch people's attention. Right here is a short description. Okay. That's just a summary of just what you've done. There's two places that you're going to put in dates that are very, very important. You've got your offer date. That is the day that the offer starts and ends. And then you've got your publish date. This is when you actually want it to launch out for people to see. So, for example, say you have a sale that's starting on July 1st, but you want people to start knowing about it, like say middle of June. Okay. Right here, you would publish it like say June 15th. And then and up here, the actual sale starts on July 1st, ends July 31st. Your start dates for people to see it are June 15th, and then go ahead and end it on on July 31st. Okay. You get to add an image here. This can be a logo, it could be a picture of the product that's on sale, your choice. Works the same exact way. Hit add image, choose your file, go to your computer, click on the photo, and load it up. Make sure that your contact information here is correct. Always review this because you might want the contact to be a little bit different, who's like the primary contact on your account. So just review that and make sure that you're sending people to the correct place. Okay. Then you would submit this for approval, or employees at the Chamber of Commerce will go ahead and just review that, and then they will go ahead and post it. Now, the really cool thing is that once they post this, it goes to our website, and it also launches out on all of our social media feeds. So pretty cool there. Now, the other neat thing that you can do about this, especially with setting your dates and stuff like that, it automatically turns on and off. So if you know what sales you're going to do, say for a whole quarter, you can go in here, put them all in, make sure that your launch dates, your published dates and your end dates are correct, and they'll launch all by themselves and then launch out of those social media feeds. Say you're working on one and you have to quit, something comes up, you got to go away. All you got to do here is just save as a draft. Okay. Once you save that as a draft, when you come back to it, let's say we go home, we went to hot deals, all you would have to do is hit manage SML hot deals. That one that you saved as a draft is going to come up. You can go ahead and edit that and finish it out and then submit it for approval. Okay. So that's your hot deals. And real quick, let's show you on the website here. Let's go to the website. Right here, what's new. So people can come here, see what's new, and then click on the hot deals. Okay. So it goes to our website and it also goes to our social media feeds. All right. So let's go back here. Job postings works the same exact way. Click on it, hit add job posting, give it a title. This again works like your regular Word docs. You're going to select your category, make sure your contact information is correct, email, and then your active dates. You're just going to choose your dates when you want it to, when you want it to start and when you want it to end. So right here, if we want to click that week, click this week, you want it to run for 4 weeks, and then, or you could clear that, save them out anyway. So you're clicking on the weeks. Always make sure that you add your logo or your image. You're going to submit for approval. They'll review it, post it, It'll go to our website and out to all of our social media feeds, or you can save as a draft and come back later and manage that just exactly like we did those hot deals, right? Let's see, where do we want to go to now? Let's do press releases, okay, or news releases. I always tell people when we get to this space, you can utilize it for two different kinds of news releases. Number one, you can utilize a news release, say that you've already been out in the media, say they picked up your story on television or in print. You definitely want to take those links and post it in here. I'll show you how to do that. Anytime that you as a business have any type of that you show up in the news media, you definitely want to get those links. You want to link it to our site, link it to your site, because that is what drives more traffic. So especially the social media feeds, you're showing up in social media feeds. The more times that you're showing up and showing that link, the stronger possibility that you're going to show up in people's news feeds on the social media. Okay. The other type of news release that you definitely want to post here is news that is actually happening in your business, and you're sending out a press release to, like, say you're sending it out to the news media, the print media. You can also post it here, as we have a very good relationship with all the news outlets, and they're very often checking our site to see what's going on. Can't always promise it, but what's getting picked up, but it never hurts to add them here. So really easy to do. You click add news release. Here again is absolutely fill in the blank. Okay. When it was, you say you were already in the news media, that's the date that you want here, when that was actually released. Then you publish. These are the dates that you want it to run on our site: publish date and end date. Okay. Fill in the blank. Super important. Here's your link. So if you've already been in the news, you want to put that link in there. Now, make sure that when you're writing these press releases, that you're writing it so, like, say somebody from a newspaper can actually pick it up, look at it, see what the story is about. Maybe they need to edit it a little bit, but they can pretty much run with it. Okay. Then you've got your search results logo right here that you always want to submit a picture with your press release. Then make sure that your contact information is correct and submit for approval. They review it and it launches to our website. Okay. So super easy there. See how easy this is? Once you get one, they're all kind of fill in the blank. Now let's go over events, because this part is super cool. One thing to keep in mind for our event page here, okay? People go to our calendar, okay? And you can see the events going on there. It is true that you do not have to be a member to post an event to our calendar. The reason that we do that is that we want this to be the go-to space for everybody to look and see what's going on in town, especially when they have those visitors rolling in the summertime. We want this to be their go-to. So that's why we have everybody in the community is able to post here. However, you as a member have a lot more benefits. So if you're a member and you want to post an event to our website, you'd better log into your account and post it here from your member information center. Okay. Couple reasons why. As a member, you have a lot more benefits when you're actually posting it. You can post a YouTube video, you can post a whole gallery of pictures with it. So it actually looks like a little mini website when you click on that when you click on the calendar on that event, and all of that will come up. Okay. Somebody who's posting from the outside does not have that capability. Additionally, as a member, when you post from your member information center and you hit, submit, it's submit for approval, it's reviewed. And once they launch it launches out to our social media feeds. Somebody who is not a member and they're just posting from our calendar there, that does not happen. So super great feature for you guys as a member to post those events out to our social media feeds. And here's even the cooler thing, that say you post it, 2 weeks ago, and it goes out to social media feeds, our system automatically relaunches that 3 days prior to your event, without you even having to think about it. So we'll go back out to our media feeds, social media feeds. So here we go. Click on event. Here again, those fancy blue buttons over here. Click add event, and it is fill in the blank. Make sure you get the event title. If it's an all-day event, keep this clicked. If it's not, you unclick that. Give the, click the day that it's going to start, the hours, AM, PM, and then when it ends. Now, if you have a recurring event, say you've got karaoke every Friday night, okay? You'd put those dates in there and you would go ahead and say, does it recur weekly? Does it recur monthly? Does it recur annually? So that recurrence button is a really cool feature. Here again, just like your Word document, fill that in. You can use the links, change the colors. We've already talked about that meta description, search description, same way, guys, because this is going to launch out to the, it'll launch out into Google searches. It'll launch out to our social media feeds. And then just fill in your blanks, your locations, your times, your feed missions, contacts, and then your event category. Is it art and culture? Is it concert? Because people search by this. So go ahead and, click what event category that would be in. Now, here's the cool thing. Here's your photo gallery that you get to create. Okay. Always give it a header photo. That's going to show up on the top, just like that big Carillion Wellness logo that was on the top of their page. Same thing here. Then you give it a main event. Make sure you give it a logo, and then a whole gallery of photos. Go ahead and put it in Google Maps. Give it the address so it's easy for people to find. If you have a video out on YouTube, you can copy that URL there, put it in here, and submit for approval. That simple. Now, one of the things that I wanted to talk with you guys about is I've been talking a lot about those search terms and making sure that you put it on there. The really great thing about the website with the Smith Mountain Lake Regional Chamber of Commerce is that we double also as a destination. So we're, driving tourism. So we're not like a regular Chamber of Commerce website that we're also a tourism. So we have lots of traffic to our website. I like to think of it as a gift to the members. So because our traffic on our website is so big, that translates over into that directory for you. Let me give you an example of this, of what I'm saying. Say you went to Google and you typed in contractors, Smith Mountain Lake, click enter, okay? Right down in here in your organic searches, look at this. Visit Smith Mountain Lake is number 2. So I know you business owners out there who, are paying to, to get up on those Google searches. One of the cool things with us is that, we organically show up very, very high. Here's another one. Here's retail. Typed in retail, right down in here in your organic searches. Look at that. We are number 1. So just keep in mind, when I tell you that, to make sure that you put in those search terms, and I talk to you about making sure that you post all the hot deals and the job opportunities and events. The more that you do that, the more that your site is going to gain traffic from ours. Okay, so I'm going to take you to a place that's super important. Once you start using all of these tools, here's what I'm going to challenge you to do. Go ahead and log in, and I want you to click on reports. Okay, so this is a person, actually it's kind of a fictitious member that we use just for training, but you can see this member here has never posted a job posting, never posted a hot deal. They're going to show you your member views, your search results, all of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to challenge you to go in, check where you're at currently about your member page views, your search result displays, then start using these tools, and then come back and look at how those numbers are going to go up. Those impressions, I promise you, are going to go up if you're using these tools. At this point, one other thing that you can do, this is the market space, and I know that they're getting this off the ground. You can add gift certificates here. So if you want to add a market space item, it's basically fill in the blank. It's just like your hot deals. Give them a URL to go to purchase that, and then submit for approval, and it does launch out to our website. Um, and so that is basically in a nutshell, the digital tools that you have at your fingertips. Once you start using those tools, your whole world will open up to a lot more things that you can do digitally as you cross market with the Smith Mountain Lake Regional Chamber of Commerce. We appreciate your membership so much, and if you have any questions, you're welcome to give us a call. We'll walk through this with you. But hey, enjoy being a member, enjoy using your tools, and much success to you all.